Christmas time in the ATL. Panther fans jingling bells from the park to the box to Panthersville. State of Atlanta's keeping it real. Crack a beer, let's start this show. It's State of Atlanta and we're ready to go. Blue and white, we're here to stay. Cheering for the Panthers every day. So light it blue, let's raise a beer for Panther pride this time of year. Light it blue, we're set to go. State of Atlanta with your holiday flow.
What's going on?
Welcome back, Panther fans. You've gotten a fun example of my drunk wife after an awesome Falcons game win. I'm David Brown here with Tim Thurber, and this is
State of Atlanta.
I don't have a beer, I got vodka.
Yeah, we replay a song. So sorry, you had to listen to Toys.
You like my intro song there, Tim?
It was fantastic, and hearing it twice was even better.
I worked hard on that. I worked hard on trying to get that.
ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I didn't fucking do it. Like, sorry, I didn't fart.
Computers did it, right?
It was ChatGPT, but I put a lot of effort into it. We had a long deep conversation with ChatGPT to get that correct song. I can give you some bad outtakes.
Me and Tim were talking about the Falcons before you interrupted.
Well, this is a Georgia State podcast, so we're gonna talk about Georgia State now.
Okay, so who at the game today was from Georgia State? No one, right?
You know what? Who was not the game today? That Young Wei Koo. He sucks.
He was not the game. Yeah. It was just I mean, I know he's injured, but we're gonna get rid of him, right?
Yeah, and I don't root for injuries, but I am so happy that he's not part of the team.
So, but he was still on the sidelines, though, right? He was wearing
He's there somewhere.
Yeah.
He wore a Falcons jersey.
Ugh.
Because that's where he is. But
my mom texted me. She's like, "Where's our kicker, Koo?" I'm like, and I resisted. I wanted to go back and be like, "He's not my kicker," but
he's dead.
My mom's dumb. My mom's dumb. So I was like, "He's injured."
The only kicker that matters is Bryant. Come on.
But Riley Patterson did miss the first kick. So
I saw that. I was like, "Ooh, not a good start."
Take your CPAP.
You gotta make those.
Right. It was dumb. It was dumb. Football's dumb. Basketball. I think you just literally walked out of here. I didn't kick you out.
Basketball is sad.
All right. This is going to be a short episode because it's a very, very quick topic. We're done, right?
No, we can talk about basketball. Talk about hoops ball.
It's a short topic because the conversation is over. Hayes has got to go, right?
You're already there. You're not going to give him like a game more. We're just a mess.
The way we performed against Troy, no,
Troy State.
I'm out. Troy State. Yeah. Troy who? Yeah. And, woo. It's too bad you guys don't have cameras on the other side on this. No, this is like a last call episode from straight to beginning.
It was not a good game. I watched it.
I wanted to give Coach Hayes the benefit of the doubt through 2, 3, 4 conference games, considering how many we have at home.
Right.
But man, after watching on yesterday on Saturday, there's nothing redeemable. It's decided. Coach Hayes cannot coach basketball.
I mean, it was a pretty horrid performance overall. Like Troy led in every category. We led in all the categories you don't want to lead in. We fouled them more. We turned the ball over more. They led in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage. They out-rebounded us. They had more assists than us. I mean, you could just go down every stat line of that game. And it's like,
and it's not going to get any better from there. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get any better at all. Right?
I mean, it can't get much worse, right?
All right. So we have one more out-of-conference game against Mercer. We're probably going to lose that game as well.
Is Mercer any good? I don't even know.
Are we?
No, Mercer's 6-6. It could be an even matchup. I don't know. Doesn't ESPN say we're going to win, or it gives us like a 50% chance of winning because that's all it ever says?
I gave up on the ESPN projections because they're always wrong. Like I think they just literally just pick the home team. They say, "Oh, the home team has a 64% chance of winning," because there's never been any rhyme or reason to it.
Are we going,
dude?
You going? 12/28, right?
Mercer got my kid's birthday the day after that, so I should go because it's gonna suck the next day. No, I'm not gonna go to the game. I'm not
No,
gonna go to the game.
you're
Are you going to
done.
the game? Are you? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? You want to go to Mercer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mercer.
You want to go to Mercer? Hey Kim, can I go to Mercer on Saturday? No, I can't go to Mercer on Saturday.
All right, you're not going. That's all.
Hey, what if I take the kid? I take the kid, and you can like plan the birthday party. If I
Ooh.
take all the kids, I can go to the game on I think that I would need to drink so much to get to that game that it would be unsafe for me to drive home with my kids. So, hey, Tim, I'll take him down
Yes.
there. Will you drive them back? Will you drive the kids back?
Sure.
I don't trust you either.
Oh, what? You should trust me.
I would trust you. But I don't want to bring that upon you.
No
is what I'm
burdens.
saying.
No burdens. I get it.
No burden. No, man, dude.
Did you watch the game though? Like I watched
had it
it
on,
and it was
so
hard to watch.
So I had it on. I had my father-in-law was in town. He came in town for the Giants game. That's why I'm wearing Falcons stuff right now. I went to the game to get together today.
Nice.
And I had two TVs set up, and we kind of bounced back and forth between college football, NFL, college basketball. We had to watch a little Syracuse. He's a Syracuse fan. They suck. They lost way more. They lost by way more than we lost. So at least I had that going for me.
There you go.
Yes. So I watched it, and we just looked like the exact same thing. Nothing looked different. We have no defense. We have no shooting at all.
Super slow start too. I mean, it was 3-12 in a blink of an eye. And at that point I was like, I turned it off for a few minutes. I'm like, I can't do this. I turned it back on. I think we're within like 3 or 4 points, and then I watched the rest of the game.
Oh,
I wish I'd stopped.
I don't recall us ever getting back to within 3 or 4 after the first few seconds. I think we were like always like 8, 9, 10 down. It seemed like at least.
We got it to 15-18. And I was like, okay, well, I turned it back on, gave it a couple minutes. We started playing better. We were okay for a few minutes, and then we just fell apart again. So we had never had any chance to win.
I mean, and they're a good program. They're
not
a good
bad.
team. I think we were supposed to lose this game, but I don't care anymore. We're
20.
We are supposed to, in my mind, we are supposed to run the Sun Belt all the time. We are the better program in every way.
We do not have the coach to do that.
We do not have the coach to do that.
No. I mean, if you go down by 25 to a Sun Belt team, there's something wrong.
Oh my God.
This is not a strong basketball league. It's not.
No, it's garbage basketball league.
We're parity with the rest of the league, and then we're also actually worse than most of the league.
We set the example for what Sun Belt basketball was under the Coach Hunter era. Like he came in here. Coach Hunter came in as a Colonial Athletic Association team, and that's what he wanted, because that was a good basketball program. They would put multiple teams in the tournament, and he came in, and we switched to the Sun Belt, and he said it. This was a football move. We made this move for football, and it was the correct move for Georgia State as an athletics program.
Absolutely.
But Coach Hunter came in here trying to coach in a good CAA and got into Sunbelt and dominated. We were the pride and joy of the Sunbelt. The standard. We were the standard.
We were everyone's Super Bowl.
We exactly. We were. Oh man, I hate that phrase. I hate that terminology. Oh my God, that's what Trash Down South uses whenever we play them. Like, oh, it's your Super Bowl, so of course you won. I'm like, we have so many Super Bowl titles. It's awesome. Falcons have 0. Georgia State's got 8. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, he just ran with his team, and I mean, there was probably a little bit of a tail off the last year or two. If you're really being honest with where the team was, we weren't as powerful as we were years prior. And then
Yeah.
Lanier came in, he took over, and he was okay. I mean, he
Lanier
made
coasted.
he made it work. He used a lot of the players that obviously were in the system before, and then NIL kind of perked up and people started transferring, and then it seems like every college basketball team is just a new team every year, so you better be able to coach, because if you can't coach, the team ain't gonna win.
And we're seeing that right here at the box. We're seeing the lack of coaching there.
I wish we opened the building better. Like that's a premier venue,
dude. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we had gotten the box built while Coach Hunter was still here?
I would be even more powerful.
Dude, that
be
game,
no drop off.
that opening game with Georgia Tech,
We'd have won.
We would have killed it. We would have been ESPN every like it would have been all over the place. It'd been fantastic. But no, but we had Lanier, who coasted by on Coach Hunter's players. He brought in a few guys. Lanier wasn't bad. I mean, he sucked at SMU wherever he went.
Yeah.
But man, Hayes, I wanted Hayes to be good. He had the resume. This was
he came in, yeah.
This is the guy you. I mean, he's a Georgia guy. He's an Atlanta guy. I want to root for Hayes, but he has taken the Georgia State basketball program from the highs that Hunter built it to right back down to where we were.
I feel like we're in the Perry years.
Those are bad. The Barnes years.
Barnes, Perry, like right when I graduated, obviously we had Lefty for a bit, right? He was fantastic. All the energy in the world. Then we had what? Barnes or Perry?
Well, Barnes was right before Hunter, so it must have been Perry then Barnes.
Perry was terrible. Like when Lefty left, Perry came in, we weren't winning anything. I mean, 15, 16 win seasons were a struggle. Like we had nothing. It was like this coach just took everything with him and we're left with shambles. So when Hunter came in, everything seemed so bright, and he delivered, which is the best part.
So Hunter is that explanation or that justification when you say like coaching matters, because Hunter came in, and this is before the portal. This is before all that kind of crap. Hunter came in, he brought in a guy or two, but he came in with Barnes dudes, and he made us a 20-win team first season.
Yeah.
Before his son came in, before any of that.
Right.
Coach Hunter can coach. He knows how to coach basketball. I don't need to sing his praises. We all know he's the best coach we've ever. He's better than Lefty.
Oh,
he's better than Lefty.
Oh yeah, well, start to finish, yes, he definitely has been. He brought us to the NCAA tournament multiple times, and he should have brought us, 2014, except for that that thing that happened in that game. We just couldn't inbound / dribble / pass / hold the ball. But yeah, like I don't know. It's disappointing. I like, just like you, I felt like this year or last 2 years have been so much different than they actually have turned out. And I wanted to give him this year to like turn this around. It's just not looking like it's going to happen.
I've wanted to give him. I've said that we need to get to this home stretch of conference games to see how things go, and we'll make our decisions after that.
Right.
But man, this home stretch better go 4-0, because otherwise I'm done.
Starting with Mercer, right?
Mercer's Mercer, whatever. We'll lose that game.
Maybe you should let his brother coach. We won't know.
Well, that's what I said. It's like if we let him go, who becomes the interim coach? His brother.
I mean, yes, but you can't do that.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
It's like a 2-for-1, right? At that point, it's like if you let him go, you kind of have to let his brother go too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an identical twin brother. It's if your brother's on the coaching staff, it's already awkward but an
Right.
identical twin brother. It's even more weird, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I want to give them the first couple games, the home stretch, and if it
Yeah.
looks just like Troy and we're at home, it's a tough decision. Charlie Cobb has got to really think about where we are as a program and where we
Charlie Cobb's
want
no
to
shit.
be,
How
and like
many
make a tough decision.
how many games? So out of this next, discounting Mercer, we'll just count Mercer as a loss. We
Okay.
got four. We have 4 home conference games. How many of those games do we need to win to be like, all right, maybe Hayes has got it together?
At least 3 of them.
Yeah. 3 out of the 4.
I mean, I'm looking at South Alabama's 8-4, so that's going to be a toughie.
They're good teams. I mean, as far as good conference Sunbelt teams go, they're good. They're good programs. So
Yep.
it's not going to be an easy slate. But I agree. I've been trying to be like nice when I've been talking to people. I said we got to win at least 2 of them. But I agree. I think
3.
if we win 3, all right, we'll see how the season plays out. We win less than 3 in the next 4 home games.
It's going to be rough.
Cut bait. Cobb, pull the Band-Aid off and let's get out of here. Let's move on to the next chapter of Georgia State basketball.
I mean, those swamp people down there in Louisiana, they got rid of their head coach.
After beating the reigning conference champion, Lafayette beats App State and fires their head coach.
They're 3-10.
Because they suck. Bob Marlin. Hey,
Bobby suck.
Cheers to Bob. You suck.
Officially.
How great of a rivalry. So Mike Holmes, the guy that former Sid, current NIL director. Yeah. So he made a comment on Twitter and he said that the basketball rivalry between Coach Hunter and Lafayette was better than any trash down south football rivalry we've had. What say you, Tim?
I mean, first of all, the football rivalry, nothing beats that. I don't know. Like, come on. I mean, I get it. It was heated between the 2 coaches and the players and their fans and the players and his wife and the wife and well, who knows what her problem is. But
was she really a stripper?
I don't know. Someone wrote that in our group chat. I was like,
and that's news to me. I didn't know that.
I guess she could be. I mean, it's Louisiana. Whatever.
There's only so many ways to make money in Louisiana.
There.
You know.
Anything goes down there. She could have been.
And no disrespect to the women that strip for money.
No,
I have put a lot of you through college. So, yeah.
But yeah, no, she had made some like off-color comments against our players, I believe, on Twitter, and maybe Coach Hunter. I don't know. I just remember something around that. There was something with her and our team and our players.
Yeah, that whole so the question came up on our Patreon group chat was like, where did the Bob Marlin sucks? Bob, you suck. Where did that chant come from? And first and foremost, it's because Bob sucks. But secondly,
it's because our 6th man.
That was such a good. We're having
technical
travesties in the studios of State of Atlanta. We have a foster dog who decided to destroy the entire place. Anyhow, I'm sorry. So Coach Hunter, obviously legend, amazing, great guy. Bob Marlin, horrible human being, but he tried to be a good guy. And Ron had a grandkid, and so Bob comes in and gives him a kid's gift, a little baby gift. Hey, this is a gift for your grandkid.
It's an olive branch, right?
An olive branch. And then he comes in and he Bob Marlin's out. The entire sports arena is like, Bob, you suck. Bob, you suck. And Coach Hunter gets up with a PA. This is not who we are. This is not what we do. Was that a right thing to say?
No, leave us alone. We're the
Should he have
fans.
I know,
No.
right?
Like, leave us alone. We're all jamming, having a good time.
That's probably the only bad thing that Hunter ever did,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
I mean,
He didn't need to tell us to stop. First of all, we were going to stop any second, right? We're not going to. You know our fan base. We know our fan base. We're not going to continue a chant like that forever.
yeah, half the fan base is going to leave like in the second half just because like Willie's has a discount for ticket stubs or something like that. But no, it was just so weird for a coach that wanted us to like cheer on and get loud and get aggressive and make it an intimidating. And he's like shut up, stop, no, don't do that, don't do that.
It was such a weird thing that like he just basically stopped the entire game.
He did. Did we waste a timeout on that? Did he call a timeout just to get on PA and be like,
yeah?
Was that RJ time? Was RJ
I think it was RJ time. Yeah.
It had
It was so weird.
He only had coach only had what 1 maybe 2 years
I think
before
so.
RJ was on the roster. Man,
I felt like a kid getting scolded. Like we're sitting there chanting it, and he's like,
to be
"Stop
fair,
right now!" He's like, "I'm gonna spank all of you."
I'm talking about how great this was that it happened, like, and how great the chant was. But when I was sitting there in the stands, I was watching around people like saying, "Bob, you suck, Bob, you suck," and I'm like, "This seems weird." Then coach came out and he scolded everybody. I was like, and I felt like the middle child, like that didn't get in trouble. I was like, I didn't do it, Dad. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But now I'm in. Bob
You fully
sucks.
embrace it.
Bob sucks. He got fired after winning against Appy State.
He's gonna suck
Cheers to you,
somewhere
Bob.
else. Right?
I messaged Jerry. Our
What
raging.
what did he
Our
think?
raging review guy. I was like, you guys
You okay
guys
down
have
there?
parades in Lafayette. He's like we're popping corks and shooting off fireworks. They're excited. I was like, you're really making it difficult for me to enjoy this when you're as happy as we are about Bob getting fired. Should we bring Bob in? Should we fire Hayes and bring Bob in?
We just chant "Bobby suck" during games while we're on offense.
Absolutely. Just like
that would be awesome.
That'd be fair. And we got to get Tulane into the Convocation Center week 1, first season. Like get Coach Hunter in there, and we'll have Bob Marlin coaching Georgia State, and we'll just chant "Bob, you suck" the entire time.
That'd be hilarious.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. I've said a lot of dumb things.
It'd be hilarious. It would never happen, but it would be hilarious.
No, because there's no way that Cobb fires Hayes midseason.
But you just saw Louisiana do it. 3-10.
That's obviously an athletic director that gives a shit about their program, and but it is weird that they did it after a win. You don't normally fire a coach after a win, especially a win after the reigning conference champion. That's weird.
I think it's one of those things they probably already had they already knew they were going to get rid of him. It didn't matter the result of the game, and even though he beat them, they're just like, you're not taking us the right direction.
So Ben said that they had already agreed to part ways 2 years ago, and then Lafayette ended up winning the conference and going into the NCAA tournament. It's like it activated the extension of the contract. But it's kind of weird that you make it through your out of conference schedule, you beat the reigning champion, and then you just fire him. Like, hey, let the dude have Christmas. Let the guy spend Christmas with his family.
That'd be fine. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah, screw Bob Marley. He farting sucks.
What are you trying to give him love for?
I don't know.
David, he sucks. Remember?
Jerry has gotten to me. Jerry's trying to make me a good guy, and I don't want to be a good guy, but Jerry's making me a good guy. So, and
Jerry Springer was not a good guy.
Oh, no mayor of Philadelphia, mayor of Pittsburgh, mayor of some Pennsylvania town.
Somewhere up there, yeah.
If you're a mayor of anything in Pennsylvania, you're not a good person.
No.
Pennsylvania is
It's just a weird place.
outside of New Jersey. I think Pennsylvania is the Louisiana of the Northeast. But I think New Jersey is kind of like that. They're like that wart. Like just you can't get rid of them exactly. The Pennsylvania is like that Louisiana. Like they're always there. They're always causing mischief. They're always bad. You're like,
It's like that thing hanging off to the side. You don't know what it is.
it's gross. It's
Yeah.
gross. And it's also
try to cut it off, but it won't go away.
it comes back. It comes back. God
Exactly.
Pennsylvania. Horrible place. What are we talking about?
We were talking about how much Bob Marlin sucks, wherever he's going to go. So,
You think he's done? You think he's done, or you think he's going to end up at a different program?
oh, he'll coach somewhere else. I don't think he's done. I hope he's out of the Sun Belt, though. I don't want to see him in another team.
Do you think he's going to go to Southern Miss, and it'll be like the house of the misfit toys? They get Coach Huff. They get yeah.
Apparently, Coach Huff, though, talking about Southern Miss, I mean, they're spending some money. I've seen some really interesting like recruiting videos and NIL videos, signing videos. We'll see how well they do.
Southern Miss should be an easy sell. I feel like.
Brett Favre, that's all I gotta say.
Favre, it's a good guy. It's a good name. I like that. As much as I despise everything about Trash Down South, Southern Miss just has a ring to it. I like it. It sounds good. Mississippi, cool place, good barbecue. They blend the Cajun with the Memphis style barbecue. They got good stuff. We don't have Ryan here to talk about it. Ryan apparently is high as balls right now and can't talk about Georgia State, right? I'm drunker.
He does not know how to log in.
So,
he said,
"Yeah, he's like double. What does double click mean?
Triple click. That's all you got to do, Ryan. Triple click, you'll be in."
He missed out. He missed out on the holiday State of Atlanta song. So
maybe we'll do it again next week.
No, it's done. It's gone.
It's a one-time thing.
I'm deleting it after this episode. We will never have the holiday State of Atlanta. Oh, should we do Slate of Atlanta? I don't know.
Slave Atlanta.
Slate of Atlanta.
Slate.
So we lost a tight end who said that he was staying. Dorian Fleming said
apparently money talks is what I hear.
Rumor has he's going to Maryland, and rumor has it, pure speculation, $500,000 to go to Maryland. Isn't that an online school?
No.
Is Maryland a real place?
Yes, it's a real place.
I've never heard of it.
I mean, if you're, I don't know how old he is, probably 20, 21. Who knows how old he is? If you get $500K dangled in front of you, you're going. There's no question.
How do you turn it down? But my question is, when a school like Maryland is able to offer $500,000 is more than any Sunbelt collective has earned this year.
I thought it was combined, all of them.
No. Well, no. I think Jimmy Madison had like $505,000 or something like that. But like when
one player
Maryland, like they have the ugliest uniforms of all time.
They got the flag,
and they're able to pay $500,000 for just a tight. And I don't know disrespect to tight ends, but to a single position player.
You know what that tells you? There's a fuck ton of money around.
A fart ton of money. How do you compete in this?
You can't. We have been headed down this path for the last couple of years. It's not a
Maryland.
I know. Used to be ACC,
Maryland.
Right? Big 12 now? Big 12? Big 10.
They're 12. I think they're 12.
Are they moved to the Big 12? That's sad.
They're 12. I don't know. I could be wrong. Look it up.
I know they moved from the ACC, and I was like, why would you move from there? Like, why would you want to be anywhere else?
All right. So speaking of ACC, this leads me into the college football playoff.
What about
So
them?
the playoff should not
10.
be 12 teams, right? The Big Ten. All right. They should not. The playoff should not be 12 teams. Did you watch these games yesterday?
I did. I watched
Not
Friday. I watched pretty much all of them to a
not a
point.
not a single underseeded team won.
No. But isn't that what's supposed to be? The upper seeds are supposed to win their games.
Well, yeah, of course. But like then why do we have, other than TV money, why do we have the games?
I think you have to go to the top 4 ranked teams get buys. Everyone that wins their conference championship, P4 plus the 1G5, gets into the playoff, but you don't get a buy for winning your conference championship. You just top teams. You can't do it that way. You can't do it the way you're wanting. The buys are dumb.
No, I like it because I'm looking forward to this Boise State Penn State game. I wish it was actually at Boise State though.
I know. Home field advantage.
I mean, blue field be damned. I hate that blue field, but I want to see. I mean, I am team Boise State. I'm rooting for the G5 team.
Sure.
In this tournament, I want to see them win. I want to see them win big. Just win. Period.
We need someone from the G5 to stand up and validate.
Yeah. And so that's Boise. Also, I was thinking about this. Their acronym should. I saw their acronym is like BOIS, boys, whatever.
Kind of like gassed for us.
Yeah. Which is garbage.
Just weird.
But and also, I think that's like a term for like tomboy porn. Boys, I think. I don't know. I think so. I have no personal knowledge of this. They should be BST, beast, BST, beast. How awesome is that?
That would be awesome. What should we be?
Right?
Just GSU?
I think just GSU.
Stick with it.
You can't. I don't do. We've thought this before. GAST, GAST. I don't like it.
I don't know where ESPN came. I'm assuming ESPN came up with it. We didn't come up with this because I think Georgia Southern is Gasso, right? GASO.
Gasso.
Gasso. Gassed and Gasso.
It sounds like a pill you take to keep your shits from running out of your ass.
Make sure you take your gases before you have your dinner.
Exactly.
You don't want that coming out. We didn't talk about our pick'em, right? So we got 2 people tied for first. One of them's on this podcast.
I haven't even looked at it, and I think that I'm out so hard.
You are 4th.
Yeah. Out of how many did we get to sign up?
We got. Well, let's see. Some people didn't make picks, so 7.
Oh, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
I picked Georgia to make it to the championship game,
Lose
to Oregon.
A lot of people did.
I think they lose to Notre Dame. I watched Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame beats Georgia.
They could. I mean, Georgia with a backup starting quarterback.
Yeah, I was talking to some of my Georgia friends today, and I said this exact same thing. I'm like, you guys, you're losing. You're like, oh no, we have our 5-star backup quarterback.
That ain't easy. That's not easy. It's gonna be a battle. I mean, you also have to look at it this way though. Notre Dame looked good, but they're playing inferior talent. So,
man, I wanted Indiana to win. So I was fans. I was rooting for Indiana. And I was rooting for SMU. I wanted
I was rooting hard for SMU. Like,
yeah.
Those games,
all those games are horrible.
But so hear me out on the idea. I know you want first round buys for conference champions.
Yes.
What if you don't do that? You just say top 12 teams. If you win your conference championship, you are in no matter what, and you'll get. If you're in the top 4, you get a bye. If you're not, you host the first round playoff game. So you're getting a reward for winning your conference championship. If you're a weak team like Clemson, Clemson would have gotten in and hosted their playoff game against whoever it is.
So instead of what happened, Clemson would have hosted a game last night.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they would have hosted their game.
Against who? In your scenario, who would they have hosted?
Well, I don't know. You have to go look at the rankings to figure out who they would have hosted.
All right. I don't know.
You got to do something. You can't leave it as is. It's not working. Like
I get it. It is weird that Boise State is the third seed in the tournament. I get it, but I mean, we're supposed to like that. But we're a G5 program, G5 conference. We should like that. We should be rooting for that, right?
But it could have been Boise versus SMU in a playoff game.
Oh, that'd be a good game.
That'd have been a good game because you would have had two teams fairly evenly matched, right?
Yeah,
playing each other to get to the next round, and that would have been TV dollars. Like they have to change it next year. If they keep it this way, people aren't going to go to these first round games.
Not a single lower seeded team won.
No,
and the games
and they weren't close.
The games weren't close at all. And the highlight, the best game of the weekend, the 8 versus 9, the Tennessee versus Ohio State was the biggest blowout of all of them.
I know Tennessee just didn't show up. Their fans showed up. The team didn't show up.
Well, the shade of orange they use is ugly as balls. It's almost as bad as purple
or teal or. They're pretty equal. You put JMU and Beach Chickens together, and you have the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh God, could you imagine? Oh my God! Right. So that's the scenario. If we got rid of divisions in the Sun Belt, and then we had Jimmy Madison and Coastal in a conference championship game together, oh,
that'd be crazy. Do you like divisions? I want to ask you that. Do you like having them? Like, we're the only conference that still has them.
I think divisions should exist, and I think that the big conferences should have a flex schedule where their last home game or their last game, the last game of the season, is actually a pairing of the best teams in the conference
to sort it out.
A pseudo tournament to get to the conference championship. It'll never happen because Georgia's never going to turn down Tech as their last home game, and Alabama will never turn down having Auburn as their last game, whatever. But it'll never happen. But I think that's a good way of kind of like leveling things out, because right now when you have 18 teams in a conference, not Sun Belt, but like the Sun Belt or not the SEC and Big Ten, whatever. When you have this many teams and they don't play each other, it just doesn't make any sense. I like we have divisions.
I do too.
I'm giving a positive mark on Sun Belt.
Let it be recorded right now.
December is a Christmas miracle.
22nd.
December 22nd. PM. I am saying a positive thing about the Sun Belt.
Ooh, you must have had a lot to drink today to do that.
I drank so much today.
You went to the Falcons game, right?
Yeah.
And you must have just kept going.
We partied hard. We went to the restaurant by the MARTA station or by the house, and we did trivia. We won $25.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the sandwich shop place, or
a Bonafide. It's a weird name.
It is a weird name.
Bonafide.
Have they changed it at all since they moved in?
Bonafide Deluxe.
Bonafide.
They're not Bonafide regular. They're a Bonafide Deluxe. Yeah, that's good. It looks like the inside of a Lowe's lighting department, like all the chandeliers and crap like that, but get good sandwiches and expensive beer, so that's good.
Expensive beer.
Everything's that expensive beer. Everything is expensive beer now.
I know.
You know who doesn't? You know who doesn't have expensive beer? I went and picked up lunch on Thursday. At Grindhouse on Memorial. $3 Grindhouse lager.
$3. That's a steal.
$3 for a beer.
That's a steal.
$10 for a pitcher of beer.
Absolute steal.
Absolutely. Sign me. And the place was packed. The place was packed. So Grind, not a sponsor, but they can be. Go to
If they want
Grindhouse
to be.
Burger. Yeah, we can record a show there.
We could. It's a good,
How
good
many-
place.
Do you go to Grindhouse? You like do you get the junior? Or you get the single, the double? You get the big burger.
I feel like I get the junior. I don't go for the double or whatever they call it. Regular.
Their burgers get sloppy. They get like big old like sloppy burgers.
They do get sloppy. If you do the double patty, it gets a little messy.
I was like, can you just like give me the second patty on the side, and I'll slide it in and I'll eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Solid
now
burgers though. Solid burgers.
Now I want a burger.
A good thing is you have lots of meat at your house. You probably have meat to make burgers.
I do have a lot of meat in my house. I have
You have a whole freaking
a meat heavy household. Yeah. All right.
What else is going on? Anything?
The JUCO thing.
Oh, the legal
JUCO.
thing. Fabio.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, so Diego Pavio, whatever the hell that
Pavio.
douchebag did from Vanderbilt. So he got an injunction or something, and your JUCO years don't count towards your eligibility in the NCAA.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Tim?
I do not like it.
You don't like it. You don't like it.
No. That means you could be 3 years into this whole thing and not have counted anything because your red shirt can count.
All right. So I'm gonna put on my Ryan hat. I'm gonna be Ryan right now. I'm like, you should be able to do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter where you go to school, when you go to school. You should be able to play football for 30 years at college. That's what Ryan. That's what he sounds like. By the way.
What if the NFL? Then what would the NFL do? You're screwing with their money too, in a way.
No, I think it screws with the high school recruits the most because you get these guys and they just kind of stick around. Like I agree. There, if I was allowed to go to college for 12 years, why can't these guys play college football for 12 years, right? But now with the money and everything else, it's weird. It's a different thing.
You got to look at it this way too. These years not counting it'll cascade with the people trying to get into college and trying to make the money, right? Because he's now taking up a slot that could have been given to someone else that's, either coming out of JUCO or coming out of high school. He's filling a slot that has money in it. So I don't like it, but I can understand Ryan's point. Thanks, Ryan, wherever you are.
He's fucking high as shit right now.
He's
farting high as shit right now.
Farting high. We should just separate athletics from academics, and then they should just run all the football teams as a business. Wait, they're doing that right now.
Well, yeah, so when they get to the point where they're actually just like paying players as athletes, then why does it matter? I kind of think you got it cool. Like if you have a guy that's not good enough for the NFL, but he's like awesome as hell in college football. Like have a 29, 30-year-old like multi-master's degree running the offense. I kind of like that idea. I think it sounds kind of funny to me. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just
we've separated ourselves from what college football, college athletics has been. We've made it into a whole different new thing. I get it.
I would say give it 1 year. So like if you're 2 years in JUCO and you transfer, your 2 years counts as one. And that's it. Like even it out. Maybe you can't redshirt and get an extra year out of it. No, because your redshirting would have been when you're in JUCO, not when you join FBS ranks. Like,
well, with NIL and transfer portal, eligibility has got to be the next thing on the chopping block, right? Like if we're letting anybody transfer here and there, and we're paying players, eligibility is just the next thing that's just going to go.
So
The way to go.
could you get an NFL quarterback that goes backwards into college?
How great would that be? Right, Ryan Fitzpatrick comes back to college ball.
Oh shit! Better watch out, girls.
Fitzmagic at Georgia State. I'm in.
Can you imagine
I'm
in the
in.
dorm rooms, like,
Dude. The 37-year-old guy that's like scamming on like co-eds. Yes, I subscribe. I want that entire like reality TV show to be about that. I want Fitzmagic at Georgia State scamming on all the sorority girls and stuff like that.
There's like a line going down the hallway to get in.
I would watch the shit out of that show.
It would be an absolutely insane show to watch.
It would be.
I can't even imagine him macking on like an 18-year-old girl. You'd be like, this is okay. This is what everyone wanted.
Oh no, we're all in college. It's all good, right?
I got beer.
By the way, I do not condone 40-year-old men hitting on teenage girls. I just think it'd be hilarious.
It would be great reality TV.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We are way off topic.
We are. I think we hit it. I think we hit the high points, right?
We did.
All right.
Basketball's a mess. 4-game home series better deliver, or people need to tell Charlie Cobb to make a tough decision.
Time to go. Firing squad.
Football losing their tight end Fleming for $500K. That makes us sound like a good program. We have good players, and P4 teams want them.
Do you think we should hit up the guys that leave? Like, hey, can we get you to donate to the PAC, please? you just got $400,000. Can you give us $5,000 to the PAC?
Can you imagine? That'd be cool though. You could get some of those players to give back.
Yeah.
I mean, they were able to show out here at Georgia State and get the money.
Yeah.
They won't. They want to buy Lambos.
No, they want that big name. They want to put Maryland on their and they'll marquee when they go on to the NFL and crap. But.
And it is funny though to watch the rest of the league. I don't know if they haven't figured out what's happening, but I feel like they're just starting to figure out that this is the direction.
You think Dell's got it? You think Dell's got the...
Dell totally gets it. But I'm just talking about like the rest of the league's fans. I mean, I read posts about, hey guys, like we're on this path and it's not good for us. I'm like, you didn't know that 3, 4, 5 years ago? Where have you been?
Also, you're part of the exact... Every single team is in the exact same position you are. You're not special.
Right. It's gonna be bad. Like,
we could talk about Trash Down South. They lost their bowl game, and like on social media, they're blaming the refs. It's never Trash Down South fault. Like, oh, the refs were against us the entire time. I was like, so that's what he said. I commented back, and I was like, to some douchebag, and I was like,
you just lost the game. That's it.
I was like, it's always like Trash Down South fans to just blame somebody else for them not being good at football. It's like, what bowl game are you in? I'm like, no, we lost. We were bad. We were not a good football team, and I'm not making any amends to that. We sucked. I'm not complaining about losing a bowl game. We have more bowl wins than they do.
Insane. They have more appearances though, right? Because they have to. Yeah.
They probably have more appearances, but we have more wins. We're 4-2. We're 4-2 in bowl games. That's a pretty good record.
That means we get into bowl games when we're a strong enough team to actually win. They're getting into bowl games when they're not strong enough.
But look at our two losses in bowl games.
San Diego State, right?
San Jose State.
San Jose, same thing.
San Jose State. And we limped into that. We limped into that bowl appearance.
Yeah.
But then speaking of limping, our other bowl loss was Wyoming on a gimpy ass Dana Ellington. So
who shouldn't have been out there for everyone listening?
Who should have never been out there in the first place. We have literally dominated our bowl appearances.
When healthy, yeah. We've been, I mean, the Boise game, not Boise, but we're in Boise.
But Utah State at
Utah
Boise.
State. I mean, we just
Yeah.
killed it.
Oh,
None
we
of
we
us thought that was happening.
we
None of
we
us.
we pulled our male appendage out and we slapped it across the faces of every single player on the other team. Yes.
And we just kept doing it every quarter.
We kept doing it. And it was cold.
I can't imagine. But I don't think our fan base, none of us thought that was happening.
Dude,
No.
that was the Freddie Brock appearance, like
He just
the
magically.
debut. Like, where the hell is this guy? I remember watching with you and
Yeah.
with Ryan, and we're like, where the fuck did this guy come from? Like, where's Freddie Brock? This is my new my new Viagra.
Where was he this year? He wasn't.
Freddie did good this year. Freddie did good.
He was pretty good. We had someone else that was pretty good on
on the
Dukes
on
was
the
pretty good as a
running
backup.
yeah.
I mean, so far we still have Ted Hurst, right? He hasn't gone.
Hurst, dude, probably the best receiver in college football, hands down.
He's getting offers, and I don't know how the hell he's not taking them. And I will love the shit out of him. I will donate to his NIL just for him to keep him.
I will pay for every Crystal burger that Ted Hurst wants to eat.
Just Crystal, no wings at Magic City.
Magic City. We got to get a sponsorship of Magic City. I want to do a State of Atlanta podcast episode at Magic City with Ted and Freddie and Dell.
Sure. Dell might be down for it.
As long as we get him his Crown and Coke, I think he'll be good to go.
Yeah. Is that what he said his drink of choice is? Crown and Coke?
I think it's whiskey Coke. I may have embellished on the Crown, but I think it's a little. He said he likes to have a little whiskey in his Coke. He said, yeah.
All right. Whew. Time to wrap it up.
I think we wrap it up, and I say no last call.
Yeah, no, we don't need a last call. It's the holidays. I think everyone needs a nice little break here, right?
Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you very much. I think I can speak for Tim and Ryan, say that we do this as a passion project, and the fact that you guys listen and comment and respond and subscribe is it's beyond anything we could have ever imagined. So thank you very much. We love you. We appreciate you. And for those of you who don't Patreon,
join our Patreon.
Give us some money.
Simple. Patreon.com/State of Atlanta. That's it.
Say goodbye, Ryan. Say goodbye, Tim.
Goodbye.
Peace out.